All right, you guys. Just like we always say, we're transparent over here. I don't know what is going on with the system. Like I said, Vince McMahon don't want us to be great out here doing all this AEW talk. It's too much. That's my conspiracy theory, and I'm sticking to it. But just so we don't have no more problems out of Vince and no more problems out of the system, while we're on here tonight, we're gonna jump right into our final topic, which is jumping into the NXT Takeover 25, which will be happening this weekend, June the 1st. We got 5 matches on the card, just like every takeover. Okay. Uh, right now, we have slated for their first one-on-one match, Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong having their first takeover match. Who you guys got in this matchup?
Matt Riddle, baby, bro.
Mhm. Hey, bro. That's all you got to say.
We're going 3-0 that one because, I mean, Roderick Strong hasn't been a singles competitor in NXT in a few months. Matt Riddle is the hot new thing right now in NXT. There's no reason for Matt Riddle to lose this match, even though if he did, I wouldn't be mad. But I'm going Matt Riddle in this one. Now, here's my pick for match of the night. Now, usually any match that Johnny Gargano is in, I always pick to be match of the night. But my match of the night right now prediction is going to be Velveteen Dream versus Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze, for the North American NXT Championship.
Mhm.
Who do you guys got in this one? Will the Dream retain, or does Tyler Breeze take the title from him?
I will say this: while we were having technical difficulties, Chill and myself, we had a long conversation about this one, in which I say that Prince Pretty is coming and taking his crown from the Velveteen Dream, and there's no better person for Dream to drop the title to than Prince Pretty. And I feel like it's going to be a good feud because of the promos, everything involved between Dream and Breezy will be just on point. So I'm taking Prince Pretty in round number one.
I'm going to take Velveteen Dream to retain his North American Championship, but I feel like Tyler Breeze, Prince Pity himself, is going to put on an absolute show.
Yeah, I think Tyler Breeze got a lot to prove right now. His run on the main roster wasn't what he expected. A lot of people say it was because he wasn't pushed properly. We saw the tag team of him and Fandango as Breezango, aka the Fashion Police. We saw them get pretty over with the fans. Everybody thought they were comical. Everybody thought they were funny, but never weren't really taken seriously and were always on the lower card. So he's doing a lot to try to build his stock back up. Because of this, I'm going to end up going with Breeze in this one. I think that he takes the knack away from Dream, and I think that sometime before 2019 is over with, you see Dream move on to the main roster.
Mm.
All right. If nothing else to say about that one, next match on the card. Ladder match for the vacant NXT Championships. The NXT Tag Team Championships was vacated by the War Raiders, or the Viking Raiders, or the Viking
Or
Experience,
Viking
or
Experience
the
Raiders,
maybe the Minnesota Vikings. I don't know.
the Oakland Experience.
But whatever name they were at the time, they dropped the
Eric and
titles.
Ivo.
They dropped the titles, which are now vacant, and they are on the line in a fatal four-way ladder match with 4 teams. We have the Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler. We have the Undisputed Era with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. We have Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And my pick to win this one, as we talked about last week on the show, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Now, since last week, a lot has happened in the wrestling world, period. And even though a lot has happened, my faith in the Street Profits is not wavering. I am definitely picking them to get their first taste of gold in this match.
Nobody deserves it more than the Street Profits. They have been the only team that has been a mainstay there. And not taking anything away from Red Dragon, aka the Undisputed Era. Not taking anything away from them. Because I like them boys together. However, I ain't even talking about them boys. I ain't talking about the Briscoes. Them boys, hashtag we them boys. If you look at Ring of Honor, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not taking anything away from those gentlemen. But as far as somebody who deserves it, Street Profits have paid their dues. They need their comeuppance. It's time for them to get paid.
Yeah, it's time for the titles to come back home where they belong. Undisputed Era is going to bring the titles back home. That's where they belong. That's where they've been. Listen, I love the Street Profits too, but hey, I'm team Undisputed Era.
Error as in incorrect, as in you have no faith in the undisputed era. As in, like they made a mistake in naming themselves Undisputed Error.
All right. So we
That's
got
it.
two for the Street Profits. We got one for the Undisputed Era. Let's go ahead on into this next match. All right, NXT Women's Championship on the line. Shayna Baszler, who seems like she's had the women's title for at least 5 years now in NXT, going against Io Shirai, the new up and comer in NXT, who is not a rookie. She's just a WWE rookie. Probably one of the best talents that they have on the roster. Period. No gender role. With that being said, Shayna retains, or does Io become crowned the new NXT Women's Champion? In my book, I'm going for Io. I think that she's going to end up being the new Asuka on the show. I don't want to compare them. They, just because they're both Asian, it's just that her style is just that intense. There's nobody else to compare her to but Asuka. So I definitely think she's going to take that spot, though, and I think that, as I stated with Dream earlier, I think sometime before 2019 is over with, you see Shayna Baszler return. More than likely, I wouldn't be surprised to see them bring Ronda Rousey back on screen early before her injury is over with and have her being accompanied with the 4 horsewomen of UFC.
I definitely think.
Know.
Go ahead, Toya.
Go ahead. No, please. I insist.
I definitely think this could be match of the night material. But I'm going to go with the champion retaining once again. She's on an amazing run. I think it's very dope watching this run that she's on. She's ground and pound, man. She's just a bad individual, and I think she retains.
Well, I hate to play spoiler to you, but Io beat Shayna before in Japan, and I think that Io will beat Shayna again here in America because of the simple fact that the Genius of the Sky, the 3-time #1 wrestler in Japan, period, not #1 women's wrestler, but #1 wrestler in Japan, period, the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, will take that title off. And Bond from and Marina Shafir. And I think that Mia Yim and Bianca Belair will be able to handle them tight.
Okay. So your pick in this one is going to be Io?
Io Shirai is my pick. And damn it, me and you are taking the same tracks again. I might have to change a pick because we're getting too similar here.
Right. I feel like I need to let you go first. Everything's happening tonight, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with us. But I'm gonna have to let you go.
Man.
I'm gonna have to let you go first on this main event, man, because I feel like almost I need to just pick the opposite, whoever you gotta pick in this main event match. But the main event, NXT Championship. They put on a great match at the last takeover, and they're following up again. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
They are going it up. They're doubling it up. We're going back again for the NXT title. Last time they wrestled for the vacant, Johnny Gargano came out on top. Will Johnny Gargano come out on top again in NXT TakeOver 25? Jay Rennie in the building says, hell no. Adam Cole is well overdue for an NXT championship run. And as much as I love Gargano, we don't know if Gargano is full on NXT. We don't know what show he's on. At first, they took him off, and then they brought him back, and he had a match with who was it? I can't even remember.
Tommaso Ciampa versus
yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa versus the Bar as Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah, I took it back further than that. So he left the show, then he had a match to where if he won, then he got to come back and be full time on the roster again versus Tommaso Ciampa. He wins that match. He's back on NXT. They put on a wrestling clinic for probably the past at least what feels like 2 years since then. He gets called up to the main roster again with Ricochet and Aleister Black. Both he and Ciampa get called up. Ricochet and Black stay on the main roster. Gargano goes back to NXT again. At this point in time, I feel that Johnny Gargano has done everything the NXT can offer. I feel like he's probably even gave popcorn and beer out in the stands a couple of times as well. He's played every role that you can play in NXT. And I think that it's time to pass the buck over to Adam Cole and let it be his show. Let the Undisputed Era dominate the main event for a bit before you call them up. And that whenever either one of these guys goes to the main roster, it is going to be an all marking out event. I'm telling you. But long story short, Adam Cole's coming out as the champion in this one.
Chill.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. It's going to be Adam Cole who walks out as the NXT World Heavyweight Champion. It's long overdue. It's time. I'm ready for him to be the champion. I think he will carry it well. I think he has the opportunity to go a few takeovers as the champ with the strong backing of the whole undisputed Era as a whole, together, dominating, like you said, NXT. It's just time. Adam Cole, baby!
Okay, well, I'm going to be the one who turns around and has my swerves and curves. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Johnny Gargano on this one. I'm picking Johnny Wrestling. Part of me wants Adam Cole, baby, to win this match, but the part of me that says that Johnny Wrestling is going to continue this because of the simple fact that him and Roderick Strong has some unfinished business. So they'll therefore break up Roderick Strong from the Undisputed Era, and they'll go back to being the three that which it was originally. And Roddy and Adam themselves are going to have it out. So therefore, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, will go ahead and continue his title reign at the end of this match. And those are my swerves and curves.
All right, so we got 2 for Adam Cole, baby. 1 for Johnny Gargano. Lady Great One and I don't complete the whole sweep of the whole pay-per-view on agreeing, which is good because we agree too much.
I had to change it. I changed it. I mean, I wanted Adam Cole to win. Don't get me wrong. I love Adam Cole, baby. But because you picked, for the sole purpose of you picking Adam Cole, I'm picking Johnny Wrestling on this one just because we agree too damn much.
Too damn much. That's how you know we do this show too much, because we think too much. We think too much alike. Same damn person. Not really.
All the time.
All right, so other than that, before the Vince tries to take us off air again, we're going to go ahead and end the show with the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. No final thoughts tonight. The only thing that I want to leave you guys with is a lot of wrestling coming up. Don't forget NXT TakeOver 25 is this weekend. All right, at the end of June, we got the next AEW pay-per-view event, Fighter Fest, coming up. Also, next week, we got the Super Show in Saudi Arabia next week, where we will see Roman Reigns go against Shane McMahon. You'll see Seth Rollins defending his title against Baron Corbin, and numerous other matches, including the return of Goldberg. But other than that, it's been a great show, you guys, outside of the issues. Love you guys. Thank you guys for listening. Everybody on the show with me. Love doing this show with you guys. But as for tonight, Marking Out Amongst Friends, the podcast is out. And before we leave, one more happy birthday for Chill P. And yes, man, we're going to hit my damn music.
Baby!
He was marking out, man!
450 off the top with the topics. Leader of the new school, ain't no way to stop us. Mark it out, screaming loud, tell me who you with. Competition is none, cause we lunatics. Walk with me down these roads if you're all in. I love the feeling, baby, time to go to work again. Come together like a fist and we do it proud. Light it up and burn it down, cause we marking out.